Will your next 12 months be better than the last 12 months? Hi, my name is Chris Scott, real estate digital marketer at the Paperless Agent. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 thieves that prevent us from reaching our goals. Researchers have found that there are 3 primary reasons why we tend not to reach the goals that we intended at the beginning of the year. Now, the first goal thief is the lack of the prerequisite knowledge or skill necessary to be able to attain the goal that you set in the first place. For example, just because you want to be able to sell 100 homes, if you only sold 10 homes last year, there's a really good chance you either don't have the knowledge, the skill, or the support and operational infrastructure to do so. So we need the prerequisites necessary to be able to fulfill on the goals that we intend. And one way we can combat that is by really identifying a specific plan for our goals and identify where do we need to get help? Where do we need to get the skill, the knowledge? Where will we need to buff up our operation to better support what we intend to do? Now, the second goal thief is having conflicting goals, right? This is where you set multiple goals or you have a goal and it's in conflict with something else going on in your life. So for example, let's say you intend to sell more homes this year, but you also intend to spend some time traveling and doing vacation. Well, those 2 things, because they are going to bid for your time, very well may conflict. And so we have to be aware of any potential conflict because we're going to spend time doing whatever the priority is for us, regardless of what we set to intend or whatever the goals may be. So we have to be very careful that we don't have inadvertently created additional obligations, or we may have to free ourselves from additional obligations in order to be able to reach those goals that we intend. Now, one way to really analyze this is to list out your goals and then list out your schedule and then begin plotting time on when am I actually going to work on this each day or each week or whatever the pattern of investment in time that you need to make. We need to make sure that there's enough time in the day for us to be able to reach those goals. Now, the third goal thief is having a lack of persistent commitment. And this happens when, well, an easy one is we just lose motivation. You know, maybe you set a goal and over time it kind of gets away from you. You just stop focusing on it. Another reason is that you might have set a goal and it wasn't something that you really had a strong motivation to pursue. You know, I'll give you an example. For a long time, I had always wanted to have 6-pack abs. I had set goals. This year, I'm going to get 6-pack abs. Well, as it turns out, I've never had 6-pack abs in my life, and I don't think I ever will. I've done everything, like from a health and fitness goal. I've lost weight. I've run marathons. I've set all types of fitness goals, but that one in particular, I've not been able to do. And I believe it's because it's not something that's that important to me, right? Having that chiseled abs is not something that's super important to me looking a certain way. Perhaps if I wasn't married with 4 children, it'd be a different story. But another reason why we might have experienced that lack of commitment or that persistent commitment is we just don't have enough support and we just don't have enough accountability. We might set that goal, but because we don't have a network of people that are encouraging us or reminding us to be able to do so, then we oftentimes just resign ourselves to not really focusing on making that goal take place. You know, one way to combat that is to make a public communication or a public announcement of the goals that you have or that you intend to do. And you can actually do that right now. In the comments section, you can declare what your goal is and what you intend to do in the next year, so you can make that public commitment and make that public announcement, because what that's going to do psychologically is further embed, this is something I'm going to do, that I want to do, so make that commitment today.